workforce. Oh, perfect. Very good. My name is Valerie Hash, and I am the program manager for Connect to Success. I also work on other workforce development opportunities here at MAC. I want to welcome everybody and thank you so much for joining us for the Connect to Success orientation. I'm very glad to have you guys on board. It's an exciting opportunity. All of us try to find our pathway in life and try to find things that interest us. And a lot of times we just don't know until we're exposed and we start looking at the different opportunities we have. So welcome to your connection to your success, because you've made the conscientious choice to join us, and you have made the conscientious choice to move forward and develop yourself and invest in yourself. We have made the commitment to invest in you so that you can be successful and pursue your very own career. A lot of people feel that programs like this take away from the opportunities to go to college. I pretty much think the opposite. Everybody has a different pathway to their education. Everyone has a different pathway to their learning. And it's important to explore and understand those opportunities. And that's what we are here for. Pedro and I and the entire MAC staff are here to support you, to help you discover your career and discover the different opportunities you have in order to gain that success. So congratulations for joining us. Congratulations on investing in yourself. And we are very excited to help you move forward and help connect you with everything you need to be successful. Before we start, do I have any questions? All right, just give me 1 second. I'm going to pull up our PowerPoint while Pedro, if you want to introduce any other concepts that you haven't introduced yet.
So, I mean, Valerie hit the nail on the head. You know, we are here to support you guys in whatever you guys need. I'm here to, you know, figure out whatever obstacles may come. Also, I'm here to be your advocate. You know, one of the things that students find challenging sometimes is when you're entering, you know, the next level in your life, whether it be school, whether it be work. These are all new experiences, right? Some don't know how to approach a job and say, you know, I really like this one, but I'm discouraged because I don't meet these qualifications, right? So that's where our experience, my experience comes in, where I'm able to help you guys figure it out, how to tackle any obstacles or any challenges that might come. You know, I'm here with a bag full of tricks for you guys to navigate whatever resources we need to find out there and get you guys successful. That is going to be the ultimate goal, is to move you guys forward and sustain yourself and growing and maturing as young adults and be ultimately successful.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Pedro, for all of your hard work in connecting with students and also connecting with our community partners. That is something that makes this program very strong, is our connection to our community partners, our connection to those out in the workforce that can help us find the resources that we need. All right, I'm going to go through a couple of slides here. I also have a little video, but I'm actually going to play the video at the end, just in case there are those that need to step off. But Connect to Success is here to connect you to your needs. What are the things that you need? And every single one of us has different needs and has different barriers. So like I always say to all of my students.
You're on the, your screen is showing the Zoom screen.
Yep, that's perfect.
Okay.
PowerPoint? Is it showing?
No, it wasn't the PowerPoint.
There we go. Is it showing the PowerPoint?
Yeah, now you're good.
Awesome. Thank you so much for checking that. I shared the wrong thing. I lost where I was at. That's okay, we'll move forward. So here we are going to help you focus on your goals. We do tend to make a lot of SMART goals. So goals that are measurable, goals that are obtainable, and we want to make sure that we help you with that. So like I always tell my students, a closed mouth cannot get fed. If you don't speak up about your needs, we can't help you. So anytime there's a barrier, anytime you have questions, please speak up. That way we can assist you. We can do everything in our power to help you overcome those barriers and overcome those challenges. Bruce Lee, one of my favorite actors, always said that the successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus. Our job at Connect to Success is to help you focus on your success, focus on your career goals, focus on your education goals. But we need you to help us understand what your challenges are. So we should all focus, not just us, Valerie and Pedro, but you need to focus as well. So this program is designed for what we call opportunity youth. These are 18 to 24-year-olds that have finished high school or are just finishing high school, but they need to get out there and work. Just like myself, when I was 18, 19, I needed to provide for myself. I needed to provide for my family. So I had to get out there and work right away. Some of us have different pathways toward our career, toward our education, and that's okay. Every pathway is valuable. We just want to find the right one for you. This program is designed to get you on the road to success and on the road to a new career within 1 year's time. For some of us, it might be a little bit shorter. For some of us, it might be a little bit longer, and that's okay. We are all individuals, we are all different, and we will all have a different plan and a different pathway, and that's okay. But we are here to support you. I'm actually going to go over this video at the end, just in case we run out of time. All right, so what do we do for you? Remember that opportunities don't happen. You create opportunities. And we are here to help you create those opportunities. So Pedro provides you with personal coaching and guidance. I am also here to support you. I am here to help coach you. I am here to help guide you as well. So anything that Pedro is unable to help you with, I am definitely able to help you with. Anything that you don't feel comfortable asking Pedro, you're welcome to come to me and ask me as well. We are all part of a team, and we are all here with one goal, which is to help you find the right career pathway and help you get successful and get a great paying job. We help you with job placement assistance at the end of your training. So we do have community partners that we work with to help you find good jobs. We help you with the application process, help you with all the documents needed in order to do that. We also connect you with specific employers that are specific to your pathway. For example, if we have students going into healthcare, we have several different healthcare providers that we work with to help place our students in high-paying jobs. We also offer exclusive hiring events. So for example, with our finance professionals, those who are going into business and finance, we do have a hiring fair that happens at the end of each of those programs that allows each participant to interview with bank managers in order to look at those jobs. There's also other hiring events as well. We do have partners that offer paid internships, paid externships, things like that. So we do try to connect our students with those opportunities, especially those in healthcare that need externship and internship hours. We also help with that. We also try to find pre-apprenticeship programs for those that are looking at the trades. We support with tuition support. We have a specific account set aside for every single student to help with tuition support for these specific programs. We also help with supplies, with clothing needs. So if our nursing students need scrubs, we'll help take care of that. If our culinary students need a chef coat and they need knives, we're going to help do that. If our IT students need programs on their computers, we will help do that. So we help support with some of those small financial things that may be barriers to get you moving forward. So what are some of the advantages of the Connect to Success program? Number one, it helps you get to a post-secondary certificate in a short amount of time. After high school, the high school diploma is no longer enough. You need a little something more to get above minimum wage. And as you know, San Diego is really expensive. So it's difficult for us to provide for our families on a minimum wage salary. And especially when minimum wage usually means we're not working full time. So this program really helps you find the right kind of education that's going to help bump up that pay so that you are making more than minimum wage, what we call a living wage. We do have several pathways to employment. Like I said, we do have our community partners, but MAC is also a rather large organization. We do tend to have opportunities within our child development department. We do a lot of property management and construction. So we do have connections with those construction companies that are helping to build and revitalize our properties. So we do have a lot of connections throughout the MAC network to help you. And by joining this program, by participating in this program, you are part of the MAC family. You are part of the MAC familia. We call you a Mackie. And once a Mackie, always a Mackie. And we will always support you throughout your education and throughout your career. We help you navigate supportive services. There are lots of opportunities out there, but unless you know, you don't know. And that's what we're here for. Pedro is excellent at navigating resources. I'm excellent at finding different resources, and we have other people on our team that are also excellent at navigating those resources and finding the opportunities that you need in order to overcome those barriers. So please, if there's anything that you think you need, open your mouth and ask, because you never know what we can possibly provide for you. Like I said, that job placement assistance is huge, because once you graduate, once you finish your program and you've got that certificate in your hot little hand, we want to help get you a great job. So we definitely help make sure you have everything you need for that job placement assistance, including your resume, cover letter, assessments of skills, in order to find that. We also do lots of mock interviews, because interviews are scary. And if you've never been through one, we want to make sure to help prep you and practice as much as possible. So interview support, resume support, everything you need to be an excellent professional is what we're going to help you do. Also, once you are hired onto a company, we do help and follow you through your probation period. In case you do have any needs, in case you do have any questions, we can help ensure you have what you need to be successful in that job. Because it's one thing to get a job, it's another thing to keep a job. So we want to make sure we help you do that as well. Don't forget, to be successful, you must accept all challenges that come your way. You can't just accept the ones that you like. So all the challenges that come your way, help us understand those challenges so that we can help you. Let's see, so other things that we support, like I said, we want to do this within 1 year's time, and we're looking for gainful employment. So these are going to be jobs that are 16 an hour plus. And we also want to try to get those jobs that are full-time. It's really the ability to earn more than $10,000 plus per year once you get into a livable wage job. You also have more job security. When you're working in, say, retail or in fast food, and you're working part-time at minimum wage, you don't have a lot of job security. You never know when you're going to work, how many hours they're going to give you this week. Are they going to keep you on next week? There's always that worry of not being able to keep the job. So we make sure that you find jobs that have high growth, jobs that have a lot of opportunity for growth and have a lot of opportunity in different areas of our county. We want to make sure you have a clear path to a high growth industry, not a dead end job, something that has growth opportunity. So don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. So what is the good? The good is working retail, fast food, minimum wage jobs, which is what a lot of us have to do. I know I did, especially as soon as I graduated high school. But when you work as a fast food worker, for example, you're going to make about $12.50, $13 an hour. You're not going to work full time. You're most likely going to be part-time. So if we look at how much that's going to be over the whole year, about $15,000 over a year. Not bad, especially if you haven't worked before. Doesn't sound too bad. But let's think about a living wage job. If you become, say, a CNA and you make $16 an hour, which, by the way, some of our CNAs are making more than that. But say you start at $16 an hour and you have a full-time opportunity, not part-time. Annually, you'll make $30,000 plus every year. That's $17,000 more by focusing on a high growth career opportunity. So yes, sometimes we have to work, and working minimum wage just kind of fills those gaps. But in order to not just survive, but thrive, we want to look at living wage opportunities. And that's what this program is going to do. Here's another example. So say a student comes to us in January and they decide they want to start working fast food in February. Well, they're only going to earn about $14,000 for the entire year. But say they come and work with us, and instead of starting that job at, Taco Bell or fast food retail, they decide to work with us for 6 months. They get a certificate, they get trained, and they get a high wage job, not until the summertime. Even with that gap, those 5 months of not working, even with that 5 months of not working, you will actually make more by holding off just a little bit and focusing on a high growth opportunity, focusing on that post-secondary certificate. You'll actually make more money, even if you don't work for the first half of the year. So if you really think about it, you're going to earn about $15,000 more every single year. And it starts to compound as you start to get raises and as you start to get other opportunities. So it's really an immediate financial gain by joining a program like this, finishing a post-secondary certificate and gaining one of those high wage jobs. So now that you know what we're going to do for you, what do you need to do to be successful? Participants need to choose a post-secondary path that is approved by us. We have various different pathways, lots of healthcare opportunities, computer sciences, trades, services. What are you interested in? If you're not sure, that's what we're here to help you with. We want to guide you toward these wonderful opportunities, but we want to make sure it's something that you're going to enjoy. Because if you love your job, you never work a day in your life. And I'll tell you right now, I love my job. I love coming to work and I love what I do. And it makes my quality of life so much better. So imagine how your quality of life can raise once you love what you do every single day. It's an amazing change. Participants also are required to not only work toward their high school diploma, which if you've already got that, fantastic, you don't need to worry about that, but you also need to check in with your coach on a bi-weekly basis, as well as attend various workshops. We do provide multiple workshops every month, but you are required to attend 2 workshops or events with C2S every single month. And that can also be in-person coaching opportunities with Pedro or with myself. So actively participating in those 2 workshops can be any variety of the workshops that we offer through us, through MAC, but we also offer them through partner organizations and agencies as well. So these topics can include resume writing, interview support, mental toughness. We can also support financial literacy. We will have every month a financial literacy opportunity to join in a webinar meeting with some of our bank professionals and our bank partners to help us all better understand financial literacy, because that is definitely necessary to be successful in the real world, understanding how money works. We also provide guest speakers and other opportunities, workforce etiquette, professionalism, and like I said, lots of connections with other partners. But really, the #1 quality that you must have is the want to grow, the growth mindset, the want to be successful, the want to invest in yourself. So what do? You're doing it now. Participating in this orientation, working with Pedro to complete all of your intake information, all of your paperwork. And then of course, the next step after that is enrolling into your programs. We will provide multiple opportunities for workshops. Normally we would have a 3-day event where we would have 3 days of continuous workshops. We won't be doing that over this summer, but we will have multiple opportunities for those same workshops, and we will check off your participation. During the time that you're with us, we do offer incentives. So every once in a while, we might throw out an opportunity where you can earn gift cards, anywhere from a $25 to a $50 gift card. And like I said, we also provide that tuition support. We have a specific amount of money set aside to help you with your tuition and your supportive services. So with that said, the successful man is the one who can lay a firm foundation with the bricks others have thrown at him. We've all had bricks thrown at us. Some of us have had bricks hit us straight in the face, but we have to grow from that. We have to thrive after that. And we can build ourselves up over the failures, over the trips, over the barriers. We can always become stronger with that. And that's what we're here to do, is help you become stronger. You have Pedro's information. You have his ability to contact him at any time. You also have my information and the ability to contact me at any time. Both of these phone numbers are Mac cell phones, so you're welcome to text us as well. I know sometimes I'm not in the mood to talk, but I'll be able to text, and we're okay with that. So if you want to communicate with us via text, that is okay as well, but we will require several in-person meetings as well as phone calls. So at this time, before I go into that little video, do you have any questions for me?
I haven't had their coffee yet this morning.
That's okay. No worries. No worries. But just know that we're here to help you. So any questions that pop up, speak up, because a closed mouth cannot get fed. And we have plenty of food, of knowledge to feed you. So please speak up and let us know what it is that you need. All right, I'm going to go ahead and click back into my PowerPoint and find that video, because I do want to share this with you. If you do need to go because you have other appointments, I understand. This is about 15 minutes worth of video, but I think that is a very helpful in understanding why post-secondary careers and post-secondary education is so important.
Education is core to our economy. But in order to guide our educational systems and maximize future income, we must understand the misalignment between education and our workforce. In my pursuit of higher education, I have earned 2 bachelor's degrees, 2 master's degrees, and am working on a PhD. In total, this has cost me over $150,000. I've done all this because I believe formal education is important. Part of this belief came from seeing charts like this, presenting a correlation between higher degrees and higher income, showing on average that a person with a college degree earns far more money than the average person without a high school diploma. This perceived higher earnings for having a 4-year degree has fueled a college-for-all philosophy, causing educators and parents to encourage going to the university, any university, to major in anything in pursuit of future job security, social mobility, and financial prosperity. This philosophy has increased college enrollment, resulting in 66% of high school graduates in this country enrolling in higher education right after high school. That's 2 out of 3. Initially, they are deemed the successful ones, but what you won't see advertised is the reality that most drop out, and only a quarter of those that enroll will finish a bachelor's degree. Only after these few graduate do many of them start exploring careers. It is here that they discover that their degree may not have prepared them for the world of work. You may be well educated, but not every degree is direct preparation for employment. This misalignment between degrees and job skills causes half of university graduates to be underemployed in what are called gray-collar jobs, taking positions that do not require the education they have received at a cost that is more than they can afford. Conventional wisdom suggests that a university degree guarantees a higher salary. But with rising education costs, a shrinking job market, and the oversaturation of some academic majors in the workforce, this old advice is now a myth for a majority of students. The economy and the world have dramatically changed. Over the last 3 generations, we've gone from 13% of the population stepping into a college classroom to 60% attending some form of higher education. In 1960, when taking into account all jobs in the American economy, 20% required a 4-year degree or higher, 20% were technical jobs requiring skilled training, and 60% were classified as unskilled. But what's the right percentage to meet the labor market demand for tomorrow? In 2018, Harvard University predicts only 33% of all jobs will require a 4-year degree or more, while the overwhelming majority will be middle-skilled jobs, requiring technical skills and training at the credential or associate degree level. A 4-year degree may have many benefits, but think about the people you know who, from an economic perspective, inefficiently spent time and money to get a degree that perhaps they didn't really need for the career they are in. The true ratio of jobs in our economy is 1 to 7. For every occupation that requires a master's degree or more, 2 professional jobs require a university degree, and there are over half a dozen jobs requiring a 1-year certificate or 2-year degree. And each of these technicians are in very high-skilled areas that are in great demand. This ratio is fundamental to all industries. It was the same in 1950, the same in 1990, and will be the same in 2030. The hope for encouraging university education is that as the number of university-trained workers increases, the demand for their services in the workplace will increase as well. Unfortunately, this is not so. The whole pie may get bigger as the labor force and the economy grows, but the ratio will not change. The reality is, there will not be more professional jobs available within the labor market, and some professional jobs have been replaced by technology or are being outsourced. Well-intentioned attempts to send more and more students straight to the university will not change the types of jobs that dominate our economy, nor will a college-for-all mentality mask these labor market realities. The college-for-all rhetoric that has been so much a part of the current education reform movement is often interpreted as university-for-all. This message needs to be significantly broadened to a post-high school credential for all. Students at various educational levels have left school without employable skills, setting up our children for failure, costing them and taxpayers millions. All while the labor market is desperate for highly trained, skilled technicians. So, how do you position yourself for high-wage, in-demand jobs? Let's say you were considering a career as either an electrician or a business manager. You would find that the average annual income for electricians is $51,000, only about half of the $105,000 average wage for management occupations. So at first glance, it looks as if getting a bachelor's degree in business is a no-brainer. But adding skills and ability into the picture adds a whole new dynamic. What if you have the potential to become an excellent electrician, but lack the skills and ability to be an excellent manager? Then you should be looking at projected incomes towards the bottom of the pay scale for managers and towards the top for electricians. You would then discover that electricians near the top of the pay scale make around $86,000, far higher than the income of a manager near the bottom of the pay scale at $52,000. Now, this is just one example, but the concept is true throughout all industries. The claim that you will make more money with an increased amount of education is not necessarily inaccurate, it's just incomplete. That advice is based just on the averages, but no one is perfectly average. Everyone has unique skills, talents, and interests. In fact, the income for the top individuals in a wide variety of skilled jobs that require an industry credential or 2-year degree is far higher than the average income for many occupations that require a 4-year degree. Nationally, associate degree earners range between $27,000 and $68,000, while bachelor's recipients earn between $34,000 and $97,000. But this data only accounts for the 25th to the 75th percentile of full-time adult workers. This means that 25% of associate degree holders earn more than $68,000 annually, and 25% of bachelor's degree holders earn less than $34,000. Our world has changed, and in this new economy, the university degree is no longer the guaranteed path towards financial success as it was for previous generations. And even if you do earn one, that education alone may not be enough. In today's highly technical, knowledge-based economy, having hands-on skills and perfecting what you're good at can be more valuable than getting a degree in something simply to get one. Employers want to know what you can do and what you can do well, not just what degree hangs on your wall. Since new and emerging occupations in every industry now require a combination of academic knowledge and technical ability, we need to ensure that we're also guiding students towards careers and not just to the university. So, before enrolling in classes or deciding what you're going to do next in your life, step 1 is self-exploration. In addition to your interests, really analyze your talents and strengths. Step 2 is career exploration. Understand the jobs available, the income ranges they pay, and evaluate the skills they require. Identifying an area that appeals to your interests, skills, and the labor market may be your first career. And then you can develop a tentative career plan, complete with multiple training and education options. The key is to align your interests and abilities with your first career choice and the education and training you'll need to receive. This alignment will help bring your future into focus and ensure your position at the top of the pay scale in your chosen career. What all this data shows is that success in the new economy is as much about acquiring the knowledge, skills, and abilities needed for in-demand occupations as it is to be well educated. Both paths may work for you, but education combined with technical training is how you ultimately secure a competitive advantage in the new economy. Community colleges are in the ideal position to provide over 70% of tomorrow's workforce with an education combined with applied technical skills, industry-driven credentials, and specific preparation for employment. Being a skilled craftsman or technician is highly valued. Investments in career education programs in high schools and community colleges will help all students obtain an education which includes technical training and preparation for the workplace. Ultimately, this is how all students can be successful. In the new economy, both education and technical skills are the new currency. Will you be ready?
So Connect to Success is here to get you ready for the real world and for this new economy. We will assess your skills. We will help you create a plan so that once you do have that post-secondary degree and once you do have that job, there's still next steps if you want to move forward. Any questions, comments, concerns? Anything you'd like to add, Pedro?
I'm excited to work with all of you guys to get you guys rolling in the direction, like the video said, it's a combination of not just education, but the technical skills that you will be obtaining. And just, from the short couple meetings I've had with each one of you, I think you all have great potential, and I'm just excited to get you guys moving forward.
Thank you all for joining us this morning. I greatly appreciate your time. I hope you have a better understanding of our goals, which is to help you focus and to help you succeed. And each one of us has an individual pathway, and we're here to help guide you. So thank you so much for investing in yourself and making the decision to be a successful adult and a contributing citizen to our society. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Valerie. I appreciate your time. Everyone, thank you again for your time. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Valerie, reach out to me. I will be reaching out to follow up with you guys and get us going.
Thank you, everyone. Wonderful to see you again, Edgar. Nice to see you, Giselle, and wonderful to have you with us, Francisco.
Thank you, everyone. Enjoy your
Thank
weekend.
you.
Happy 4th of July, and I'll speak to you guys soon.